Hit that like button, just like Tyson.
Right here, we got somebody challenging Iron Mike Tyson to a boxing match. 5 rounds expedition. Guess who it is, ladies and gentlemen? Guess who it is? It is Dr. Umar Johnson. So it's going to be Iron Mike Tyson versus Dr. Can I get a donation? Umar Johnson. What do you guys think about this whole particular situation? But before you start that, let me play the video that made this all happen.
We got really awesome white ones too back in the 80s. Yeah. There were some good ones.
Yeah, white girls in the 80s was good.
Had the big hair and shit.
Michelle Pfeiffer and all that type shit. Dr. Umar gonna get mad at us for talking about white girls.
Who's Dr. Umar?
You never heard of Dr. Umar?
He doesn't like white people or black people talking about white girls?
He don't like white people.
Huh?
He don't like white people.
So what's his problem?
I don't know, man. He's just such a righteous black. I mean, he got some cool ideas, but you know,
if he have hate in it, it can't be cool.
That shit ain't cool. That part of it ain't cool.
None of it's cool. Any hate involved, it can't be cool. I don't care if it's dictation rhymes and it sounds right. It can't be cool.
I can't believe you ain't never heard of Dr. Umar. You should have Dr. Umar come on this motherfucker. That'd be tight.
I don't know. I'm not cool. I gotta see Dr. Umar's work and stuff.
He just don't like, interracial dating, man, which is stupid.
Yeah, you know. And who is he? Who is he to have that thought? Who is he to have that opinion? Make sure, man, and think that it counts.
I guess the nigga's a doctor. I don't know, man. Shit, I just be looking at shit, laughing at some shit. It's funny.
Yeah, I could dig it. I guess so.
Well, what I will say about him, he got some good, business approach ideas for black people. I can't slam him. He got some, good ideas.
I don't know. Is he wealthy?
I can't say. I don't know.
All right, guys, let's break that one down right here. A lot of people was getting at Mike Tyson because he said he did not know who Dr. Umar was. And a lot of people were saying that Mike Tyson was elitist by saying because him asking Freddie Gibbs, was Dr. Umar wealthy? Like a person that's not wealthy don't get an opinion on what's going on in the world. So Sarah, what do you think about what Mike Tyson said? Do you think he don't know who Dr. Umar is?
I honestly think he don't know who he is. I agree with most everything he said except for the part about the wealthy part. I don't know where he was going with that. But as far as the not being able to really say, I mean, you understand, some people don't like interracial dating. We give old racist people hell for the same thing. You know what I mean? So I understand Dr. Umar has done a lot of different stuff, and he do everything for the black community. But it's people's choice to who they want to date, whether they want to date somebody of a different race or whatever. So I feel like nobody should really speak on that, because if it's something that you want to do, you're gonna do it no matter the color of somebody's skin. So, that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Preach about it, brother. Clarence G, I got a question to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you really think Mike Tyson does not know who Dr. Umar is?
Yeah, I really believe he don't know who Dr. Umar is.
Do you think that Mike Tyson was a little bit elitist in his asking, was Dr. Umar wealthy?
Yeah, I don't know why he even came across with that one right there. I don't think that had anything to do with what he was being asked, but yeah, that didn't make sense to me on that.
Hey, Mr. Blue, you know what? The funniest thing about that whole interview was when Freddie Gibbs say, I don't know, I think he a doctor or something. Man, I broke down in tears, man. Umar is a doctor for real? Oh, no. What do you think about what was said in that interview right there, man?
Is he a doctor like Dr. Dre?
Right, that's what I'm saying. like, I don't know. He's supposed to have PhDs and all type of stuff like that. And, he's very popular on YouTube. One thing about Umar is, me, myself, personally, I think he's a scam artist. He's been asking for donations for that school for years, man. Years in and years out, he's been asking for donations. That's all he needs is donations. You know what I'm saying? They got some type of way to get into the building. We all seen them in the building. So he's putting some type of money in there. Like, I've seen men put their mind to it and make schools. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have started in the house and had every bedroom as a classroom. You know what I'm saying? And did it all with video cameras. Spoke to everybody with connected TVs. Do you think, Mr. Blue, do you think Dr. Umar is really trying to open up a school?
I think if he was really focused on doing it, it would be done. Like you said, it could start small and build up. And if he had the right rhetoric, the right marketing plan, he would have already had the money. If you said today, if Clarence or Saram said today that that's what they want to do, within 3 months, we would have some inkling of it, I believe.
And not only that, to piggyback off that, if I can, you know, he could reach out to somebody like LeBron James, who just made the I Promise School, and I'm sure, you know, seeing them two partner together, that'd be something that the black community as a whole would love. So, you know, he could reach out to somebody like him, and I'm sure LeBron wouldn't mind funding it, you know, because it's going to have his name on it. So
that's another good question right there. Why don't the celebrity community fuck with Dr. Umar? You know, Kanye West is also building the school.
Some of the celebrities probably, you know, they may not agree with some of the stuff he talk about, and that may be one of the things because, you know, when you're a big time celebrity, you care about what each race thinks about you individually. So you may not want to go into business with somebody who's seeing that they don't like another race, because then it may mess up what people think about you. So
Great point.
Yeah, it's all about perception with a lot of them. It's like, hey, I don't want to be perceived that I don't like white people just because I fool with Dr. Umar. So I'm not really gonna fool with him in public. I'm gonna just fool with him in private.
And not only that, it's all about presentation. My cousin, he just loves to death Bernie Sanders. But there's something about Bernie Sanders that rubs other people the wrong way. He says all the right things in paper, but his presentation puts people off.
Clarence G, I'm not sure if Dr. Umar thinks that black people and white people should not be together. I'm not sure of that. But I'm sure of the fact that he thinks black men should only be with black women. What do you think about that? Should black men only be with black women?
No, I don't agree with that. I can speak for myself for that because my wife is white, so I definitely don't agree with that. A person's skin color don't matter. You know, it depends on what's going on inside their heart. You know, what type of person they is, their character.
Well, let's get to what Dr. Umar said in response to this whole situation.
Should have been stated is that Dr. Umar does not support interracial marriages because they take away from the building of solid black families between the black man and the black woman. That's what you should have said. This is not about emotions, brother. This is not about hating white folks. This is about loving my people, loving my race, loving my woman, loving my community. It has nothing to do with hating anybody else. So you misrepresented me, brother Freddie. You misrepresented me. And then you went on. You said, well, Dr. Umar does got some good things to say. But then you also said that my position on interracial marriages, I forget the word you used, but you basically said it was some bullshit or something like that, right? Or some garbage or something like that. And then you went on again and you took another shot at me and you said something to the effect that, what did you say? You took two shots. Then you said something about, I don't listen to that part, or that's foolish. You said that was stupid or foolish that I disagree with interracial relationships. It is stupid and foolish. That's not your words, my brother. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you said something to the effect that it was stupid or foolish, my position on black men sticking to black women so we can rebuild the black community. That's goofy to y'all. That's foolish to y'all. That's stupid to y'all. And that's a damn shame. That is a damn shame. I am embarrassed that black men feel that there's something wrong with black men who say we need to stick to our own women so we can rebuild our community. I'm embarrassed that you feel that way. Now, I'm not knocking my brother Freddie. When you mentioned my name, I said, okay, the brother is, trying to put Mike Tyson onto some consciousness, some real consciousness. But then, you don't back me up. And I don't need you to back me up, my brother. But if you're going to put my name out there, you should have at least articulated who I am. The best you could come up with is he don't like white people. That was your response when he asked you, who is Dr. Umar? You said he don't like white people. Are you serious, my brother? Are you serious? All the work that I have done, am doing, and continue to do for our race. And the best thing you could come up with when someone asks you, who is Dr. Umar? He don't like white people.
All right, guys. So after that, Dr. Umar actually challenged Mike Tyson to a boxing match for charity so that he can make some money for the school. You know what I'm saying? Which makes sense to me. And Dr. Umar said somebody wanted him to do 3 rounds, but he said, no, if I get in there, I'm getting in there for 5 rounds. Do you think Dr. Umar Johnson can last 5 rounds with an older Mike Tyson, sir?
No. Have anybody seen Mike Tyson doing all his training and all that, even at his age now? Mike Tyson can get in there with some of the people that's actually boxing every day and knock one of them out. So, you know, if I had to bet my money, I would definitely bet all my money on Mike Tyson for that particular one. I don't know how good of a shape Dr. Umar is in, but 5 rounds with Mike Tyson, you might not last past 1.
But check this out, Sarah. He also said he want a guy from Philadelphia. I forgot his name, man, but he want a famous boxer from out there to train him. He said, but if he can't get that boxer, he want Floyd to train him. He also said that he believe Mike Tyson will beat him in a boxing match, but he's not going to get knocked out. He's going to stand for all 5 rounds. Do you think he can stand for all 5 rounds?
These matches are expedition matches, and a lot of the that goes into it is that they can't knock each other out. So he already knows that that's already a clause that's built into the expedition. So he just sounds foolish himself. So he just made himself out to be foolish.
Good idea or a bad idea for him to fight Mike Tyson to raise money for the school?
Good idea, because he needs money to raise a school. It's been 5 years and he still only got $5 in the bank. Let's do this.
Clarence G, do you think Mike Tyson should take up Dr. Umar's offer? I mean, I would watch it.
Yeah, I would watch it. I think Umar should actually go a different route to get some money for the school. Why get embarrassed on TV for money for the school?
But he said he's not going to be embarrassed. He said that he's going to last all 5 rounds on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's an expedition round, Mr. Blue, Mike Tyson is hitting people with power. You know what I'm saying? Especially people that's not boxers. Now, me, myself, personally, I will pay for this. I want to see it. Give this to me, Mike Tyson, please. Boxers are fighting YouTubers nowadays, so let's make it happen.